Oh, there you are, YouTube! In my effort to watch every movie nominated for Best Picture this Oscar season, tonight I watched King Richard. I feel like I love movies like this. This is a studio film through and through, and it's just mainstream. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. It's a biopic. I know I talk badly about biopics on my channel when they are nominated for Best Picture, and I guess I still feel that way. There are exceptions, but what I am happy to see is, again, a mainstream movie that was nominated for Best Picture. It's not trying to be overly artsy or anything like that. It's not extremely showy or anything. In fact, it uses a lot of sports film tropes. There were moments in it when I thought I was watching, I didn't think I was watching, but I felt like I was watching the Mighty Ducks movies. You have the hockey announcer basically giving you the exposition about these characters so that we know about them. And this is happening in this movie. We have a sports announcer basically giving us information on Venus and Serena, or I guess in this time just Venus, and that's how we as an audience are being informed. And it was just happening sort of over a montage, and it was man, I've seen this in the Mighty Ducks. This is so funny. So it's not shying away from those tropes that we see in a lot of sports movies. So again, I like when a movie that is just sort of built on the tradition of mainstream filmmaking. I love when that hits the Oscars. It's nice that these movies that a wide audience can watch and enjoy make it in. It's not overly highbrow or extremely independent to where it's not as accessible. This movie feels extremely accessible. Also, I guess some of the things I was surprised about, I just assumed, I was a kid during this time, Venus and Serena, they're just a little bit older than me, but I just kind of always assumed that their careers or entry into tennis ran parallel. I know one's older than the other, they aren't twins or anything, but I just assumed they ran parallel, but that's not really how it is. I guess spoilers maybe. What we're focusing on here is Richard, their father, but when it comes to Venus and Serena, we are watching more Venus's career or entry into professional tennis more so than Serena's. So that was kind of surprising. I just thought it was going to be the two of them constantly throughout the entire film, but that's not really what we're seeing. It's very much Venus's movie, and then Serena's sort of on the back burner, but there's also some reason for that. And King Richard had a plan set for why he arranged it that way. So I thought that was kind of cool too, and the description as to why it was that way, why they didn't happen simultaneously, and why it was Venus who went first and then Serena, beyond just age, just being a little bit older. One thing that I kind of feel like after watching this movie, as a father of two young daughters, two 3-year-olds, I feel like this puts a lot of pressure on me to create champions somehow. I don't even know if my kids will be interested in sports. I'm not interested in sports, so probably not going to happen. But I don't know, you kind of feel that when you're watching this. It's oh man, I don't know if I have, that sort of understanding of the world that Richard did, and how to create champions and to get them just as interested in becoming champions as you are. I don't know, I just kind of have a go your own path sort of way, I guess, and this was set in stone. He had these plans set out for his daughters, and I don't know, I guess I kind of felt the pressure while watching this movie a little bit. I think the acting in this movie was really good too. Standouts, obviously Will Smith, he was nominated. He was some of his best work here. I don't know, he's got a lot of great work, I feel like. And then Anjanou Ellis, she has some really great standout scenes, so her being nominated for Best Supporting Actress, totally understood, totally obvious why that happened. Whether either one's going to win, I'm not sure. Still have some movies to watch, but you know, them being placed in the nomination circles, I totally see that. This movie kind of, you know, I keep talking about how it was like a mainstream movie, sort of like a mid-budget mainstream. I don't really know what the budget was, but it feels like a mid-budget mainstream movie. And I keep like in my head also comparing it to another movie that was nominated for Best Picture, and I believe also a studio film, Ford v Ferrari. You know, it just has the feel of general audience. You know, general audiences are going to see this. And again, that's what I really liked about this movie. Uplifting, gonna make you feel good, inspiring, all of that. And yeah, just overall, it's a good movie. So I'm not sure quite yet where I put it in my ranking. I think maybe once I watch all of these movies, I'll put out a ranking video of the Best Picture nominees, and it'd be based on my personal preferences, not like trying to predict what the Oscars would go by or anything like that. But yeah, I think that's ahead in the future. I got a few more films to watch, and then I will have them completed for the Best Picture category anyway. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.